Hello world, welcome one, welcome all, welcome to another exciting announcement from the Europe in Ruins development team. This one today about our website, and as you can probably tell from the image on the screen, we made some updates. We made some improvements to our landing page. So you can go ahead and check it out over at www.europeinruins.com. As you can see, this is our landing page. This is where people are going to be coming from all over the net. So we've got a little blurb right here explaining Europe in Ruins, and we also have this great little trailer here made by Dyer, so give him a big thank you if you see him on Discord. Yeah, so that's a pretty wonderful little intro video right there. We've also got these links right up across the top here. News is going to take you directly to our Steam news page, so you can see all our updates there, which is pretty handy. Forum still leads us to our forum, which is pretty old, outdated, and doesn't see a lot of use, but it's still there and has a lot of useful information if you're looking for it. Steam is going to take you directly to our Steam page, where you can check us out and download the mod if you haven't already. And Discord is, of course, going to load our Discord server. So that's going to give you a nice little direct link right there, just like that. Now, peeking up here, down from the bottom, is my favorite section. I'm really proud of this one because I really wanted this page not just to be a good introduction to the mod, but also a very practical tool for new players and veteran players alike. So over here on the left-hand side, you've got this Getting Started section, which is no surprise for new players who are getting started with Europe in Ruins. So we've got another link to our Steam page right here where you can check us out and download the mod. Next in line, this is really important, and I'm really proud to show this off. We've got this new player tutorial playlist on YouTube. And this link right here is going to take you to our new player tutorial playlist, which is going to have every single new player tutorial video on here. And we're going to have them all organized right on this playlist here. And we might add them in or change them out over time, but they will all be on this list so you can check this out. We've also got a few numbered options right here for new players going through with you step by step, showing you how to do a few basic things. And of course, we've got another little link to our Discord down here. Now this is Pasqualle, the guy who made the website for us. He made this custom little widget here, which shows us our Discord server, how many people we have online, how many people, a server icon, and of course this handy little join button, because being on Discord is always important. Now over here on the player resources side, we've got some very useful stuff for even veteran players. So I'm really happy with this because it makes the front page very functional, even for current players. So right here we've got the EIR Field Manual. This was written by Speedy, and it's a very, very handy, basically guide to almost damn near everything that's in Europe in Ruins. So anything having to do with the launcher or the game, it's all on in here. Lots of useful information. Even if you think you know Europe in Ruins pretty well, there's probably something in here that's going to be news to you. So what is this, 55 pages of tutorial? Yeah, so thank you so much to Speedy for writing that thing up. It's a very handy tool. Next in line is the Corsix Mod Studio. This is a very useful program, both for Company of Heroes and for Company of Heroes mods. Basically, it's a program that lets you go into Company of Heroes and the different modules and mods for Company of Heroes, and you can look at the numbers and the stats and everything that's loaded within the game. So if you wanted to see how many soldiers are in a specific squad or how many hit points a specific vehicle has, Corsix Mod Studio is the tool for you. And you can look up a lot of useful information that way. Also, next up is the EIR Database. So now these following three tools are actually pulled directly from the launcher's database. So all the information in each of them is current and up-to-date, guaranteed because it's pulled directly from the database. Now this first one here, Unit Details, is very useful and something that I definitely want to show off to the community to make sure everyone's aware of. Because what you can do is you can look up any unit in the game and you can see some key information about it. Now, it doesn't have all the information about a unit on here, like its weapon and hit points and blah, 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 but it does have a lot of useful information. It lets you know which doctrines it belongs to, if any, its population cost, certain things about it, like if it can airdrop or glide in, its cost in terms of other resources, It's also got the available upgrades on it, both non-doctrinally and doctrinally. And it's also got the veterancy bonuses on here, listed out exactly. So you'll see what the unit gains over time, and if it has any abilities, those will be listed here. And unit modifications, sometimes units will have listed how they differ from vanilla Company of Heroes. So you can get a slightly better feel to the performance based off of this. And you can look up any available unit doing this. It's hugely useful. Next in line is the leaderboards, and again, these are also pulled from the database, so these are also accurate and up to date. This lets you look up a couple different leaderboard functions. First of all is it will show you the highest rated players from each faction. So you can see who this player is, their wins, their losses, and their draws for each faction. You can also look up the highest veterancy squads per faction, which is all available on here, and even individual units. Every single unit in the game, you can look up a leaderboard for it to see who has the highest unit. And the possibilities from there, you know, you've got bragging rights if you're at the top, or if you want to set a bounty on someone's unit, you know, that's exactly what this allows you to do here. Finally, here's the map list, which has a list of every available map in the mod and how much they've been played since the last reset. Now, as of recording this, we just had a reset recently, so we haven't had that many games so far. But you can see they're all listed out on here, each map and how many times they've been played. So it's really interesting to see over the course of a campaign, all the maps that get played and how many get played in total. Finally, the last option here is to support EIR on Patreon. If you'd like to contribute and help out with the development of the mod, you can always support us on Patreon, starting for as little as $3 a month. You know, it's a bit of a cliche, but for the price of a cup of coffee, you can support the Europe and Runes mod. And, you know, this is just a nice little way to give back if you have a couple extra bucks and you're willing to help out. We're really proud of this, and we're really happy with the success we've had so far. So if you want to help out, that's always appreciated. Further on down, we've got two little links here for our channels. Actually, one of them is a video in and of itself. So over here on the left, we have our YouTube. The default video is the first episode of the Carrotcast, but you can actually go through the Carrotcast playlist and pick any episode from that list to play here. And this is Hello World, welcome. This is just a standard little YouTube, you know, mini player that has that functionality. If you click this link as well, it'll take you to youtube.com/Europe and Runes mod, which will take you directly to our Steam page. Now, we just hit and broke 100 subscribers. So if you want to help us not just break this record, but really smash it out of the park, give us a subscribe. Really helps us out. Also over here is our Twitch preview. Now, when we were working on this, we actually had the idea to have a live Twitch stream right here. And we'll get to that in just a moment. Unfortunately, that wasn't able to work out with this current version of the website. So we've just got this little icon that we can click on, which will take us to, surprise, twitch.tv/Europe and Runes Co., which is our Twitch page. And you can also give us a follow on here, which really helps us out. Right now, we're at 28 followers. If we're actually able to hit 50 followers, we can then become a Twitch affiliate, which then opens up a couple different options for us as streamers, which is always nice to have. So we really appreciate your support on there as well. Going down a little bit further, we've got a featured news section, which has, you know, 3 featured news items, including this most recent patch and reset that we just had, patch R052, on the 3rd. So you can check out all that on here. And then down here at the bottom, I don't want to forget about this. We've also got these little icons, awards we've won in the past, with links to the article where we won the 2007 Mod of the Year Award, and the 2008 we were nominated for Most Innovative Multiplayer. And we also have a link right on here to our ModDB Mod Hall of Fame inductee page, where we won the ModDB Mod Hall of Fame award, which was pretty cool. And something that's nice to be proud of, even though it's in the past. It's still something to be very, very proud of. So that was just a quick preview of our new landing page. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you find it practical, especially. That's what we want it. We want it to be usable and to actually serve a bit of a purpose. And if you like these kind of changes, if you like this kind of positive growth and development for the mod, and you want to see more of this, or about this Twitch thing. So when we were originally planning this, we built a preview page where we were able to get functioning a version of this that was an embed just like this, but it was able to have a live stream of our Twitch page. So anytime someone was streaming, it was actually playing live on our front page, which was really cool because we have people streaming on our Twitch account all the time. So we would have a live feed on our homepage all the time. Really cool. But unfortunately, on our actual website, not the preview site that we were using, but on this actual website that we're using, we have such an old web host, or I forget what the exact reasoning is, but we're not actually able to have a live preview here. So now we just have to have this little icon that you can click on instead. So if you'd like to see more changes like this, like improvements to our website, or if you'd like us to be able to actually have a live stream on our landing page, well, that means we need to upgrade our web hosting. And to do something like that, or to have other positive changes with the mod, if you'd like to support us out, once again, I'll give a big shout out to Patreon. That's the best way to do it, and it really helps us out in terms of being able to get people in here to make positive changes or anything else of the sort. So I wanted to take a minute and thank everyone who helped make this change possible. So originally I had come up with the design and a bunch of the assets to use, but it really wasn't until Pasqualle came along and basically just offered his services as a web developer to help us out. And he said in his own words that he saw our site on the internet and he wanted to make the internet a better place by helping us with our site, and so that's exactly what he did. So it's kind of miraculous that he came out of nowhere and was able to help us with something so perfectly just like this, but even his attention to detail was amazing. He made damn sure that the site looked good, even on mobile, for example. So the attention to detail there is just fine. Couldn't have done it without him. AlphaTig also made it possible because she was actually the one to upload the file and update the site. And without her, we'd be stuck with an HTML file that we couldn't figure out how to upload anywhere. Big shout out to Dyer, who came up with what I think is a very handy little quick and interesting EIR introduction video, and to Speedy, who wrote the field manual, which I think is a really useful tool both for new players and veteran players. And so I wanted to feature that as well. And a big shout out to anyone who did anything to help us get to where we are. Thank you so much. We couldn't have done it without you. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to our patrons. Normally only our $15 plus patrons would get a personalized shout out at the credits of a video, but you know what? This is the first time that we're thanking our patrons in our video ever, and we've had such an amazing Patreon campaign. I mean, it's been, on day one, we had a bunch of people and a bunch of support, and it's been less than a week, and it's been really amazing to see how that's grown in just a few days. So I want to give a big thanks to everyone. Average donation amount is over $10 per donor, so it's just blows my mind, you know, how much support there's been an outpouring of, and we really want to express our appreciation for that. So Shabtages, you know, you've been there from the very beginning. Shabtages is kind of like Snoop Dogg, but some people say he's even cooler. So you know, we really appreciate your support there. Tavarish Tanker, looking forward to you sending in a replay or two for me to cast. Der Perdel, I'm hoping that's how you pronounce it. Der Perdel, I'm assuming. But you are a true friend and a gentleman and a scholar, I will say. Jack McCrack, now he is an EIR legend. I haven't seen him around too much recently, but when I messaged him thanking him for his support, he said he would be coming around sometime soon, so keep an eye out for him. Unknown, you know, you're a pretty cool guy, I guess. Punk, you know, a real badass dude, so thank you so much for your support. And Ola Zyka, a real cool dude, you a true G, as some would say. So thank you all very much for your support, and, well, thanks for checking us out. I'll see you on in the next one.